That is some music I have missed for a while.
Yes.
We are back.
Yes, we are. And Danny has been out with his tricks and his treats.
Oh, guys, you know how I've been saying I am the Pumpkin King and Jess is the Pumpkin Queen. Do not question it otherwise. Because we got this.
So, Danny, what is going on?
I'm just having some Halloween fun around here, man. Like we're enjoying YouTube right now. We're doing our thing. We're in our element. We are prime. This is it. This is what we go for. So we're having fun around here.
But you guys are getting a lot more than what we were getting. So, I mean, hats off to you. Have a blast.
And you know what? I have other YouTubers and stuff messaging me personally that I know. Dennis, what is going on, buddy? How are you? There's a channel that you all need right there too.
Yes, it is. And you know what? If you haven't seen it, Dennis the Ball interviewed this guy over here.
Yep.
And his wife, and it was a great vlog. It was a fun video, and I really enjoyed it.
What's up, Neighborhood Vlogs? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Patrick, what's going on? Yeah, so I have YouTubers telling me that there's management and employees and you name it from other Six Flags parks like Chicago and everything else like that, sharing out what we have done.
You know what? Maybe it'll roll into, hey, why don't you guys come on up here?
If it does, it does. If not, I'm still going to have fun and roll with it. What's up, Arthur? What's going on, buddy?
Arthur, welcome in, buddy.
And all I have to say is, all you guys that have been watching the Two Real Geeks, thanks so much for stopping us. And let me Tony, the fans that we have are amazing. Amazing.
Hey, it showed up in your live stream. It showed up in your vlog. I mean, people know who you guys are there.
Yep.
I mean, but Danny, that comes with the hard work that you guys have put in for the last couple of years.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we busted butt, and realistically, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, like, because this is really Two Geeks, 2.0 now, because we stepping stuff up here, and we were trying to stay, Disney friendly and things like that, and realistically, we're gonna keep it family friendly 100% because there's no other way it should be, but the creep factor that we love and enjoy is coming into it. Like, we're not Disney coding things anymore. You're going to get fun things from us the way we want to do it. And we made that mistake in the beginning. Like, we want to do Disney and this, and like, you know what? We could still do Disney, but we can be that fun channel, Like,
and you're absolutely right. I mean, a prime example. Talked about him on here. We talked about him backstage. Someone like Adam the Woo. He shows you everything, but you know what? He's going to bring you Disney stuff too.
Right.
There's always there's a happy medium in there.
Exactly. And it's like, Disney, like, we toned it down because we know that Disney like YouTubers are like, oh, we don't like creepy. We're afraid of it. Like, we back away from it. Well, you know what? I don't have many Disney people watching my channels. They don't come into our streams, things like that. So you know what? I guess we're that creepy ones. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and be upset about it. I'm proud of it.
And you should be. I mean, and I've told you
things that are weird and fun, like Doll's Head Trail. Tony's favorite videos, Doll's Head Trail. And that thing still needs some love from people.
And one of these days it's going to catch someone's eye. It's going to get shared out.
Just like Neighborhood Block said here. That's perfectly true.
The right person's going to see that and share it out, and it's going to go.
I love you, buddy. I really do. He's from Georgia too. He goes to Six Flags, buddy. I love you so much. This is why my fans on this channel are the best. Like this is why I tell people, look, follow what we do, and you're gonna go somewhere. And Dennis is back.
Well, that's the thing. Just have fun with what you're doing.
Yep.
That's all you can do.
It's all you
Have
can
fun.
do. Right. That's like when we made this stream, Tony, like we were like, what music do we want for an intro? We knew. We knew. What was the talk? We're like Slipknot, Manson, and we're like,
we want stuff that we like.
yep.
Don't get me wrong. We're here to entertain you guys. But you know what? We're here to entertain ourselves just as much. Because if you're entertaining yourself, you're going to entertain everybody else.
Like we need to have fun to make you have fun.
Absolutely. And I'm a little jealous that you've been going to your Hallow Fest. And I know that when I make it to my fall festival, I want to have a good time, but it's just not going to be
the same.
No, it's just not. I mean,
I have another video that I'm actually got to start editing that you're going to be really jealous of. And Adventures That Rock and we did a collab together, and he set it up. Actually, I have to give major props to him because it was awesome. So all I'm going to say is, you remember my Containment Haunted House video from last year? Yeah, we stepped that up. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, as long as you don't try and live stream a haunted house, you'll be okay.
Yeah, that was a failure last year, but you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm glad you brought that up because speaking of live streams, you're going to see more streams from Six Flags popping up from us at the park.
Yeah,
it's going to be trial and error for a while because that park isn't so much streamer friendly. But we're going to try it anyways. We're going to learn where we can and can't do it, so we can show you, get you guys involved in the park more. So,
YouTube never started off as a place for people to live stream. And I don't know where that all started. Well, actually, I think
I don't know. YouTube
isn't
here to vlog.
Yeah, these people that do gaming, and then people, I think, kind of got the idea of, hey, I want to take my camera out and kind of show people around, and then vlogs are great, and it's a great way to show your creativity, and people that like to watch something put together are going to watch it no matter what. But there's something about being in that moment. To experience what that person with the camera is experiencing in that moment is something you can't get from a vlog.
Exactly.
The feeling isn't the same either. Like when I watched your first Hallow Fest video, I liked it. I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. I watched every minute of it. But when you live streamed, I was more into it because I was kind of in the moment.
You were there with me at the time.
Yep.
Yeah. You knew that this wasn't edited and this was happening now. So like when Goliath literally passed over me like that, I made sure I got that shot for you, Tony. That was an awesome shot. Like that.
And me.
For that reason, that dip right there as you're coming over you, it's great. And that right there is like, you're not going to get that on a Disney stream.
No, and you know what? Any stream, when you're in that moment, and like me being a coaster fanatic like I am, to see those coasters going in that moment, I know that while I'm watching this, there are people enjoying that ride.
Yep.
And you guys are there experiencing it. It's the next best thing to actually being there.
And that was probably one of the craziest streams we did. It was a lot of fun. Even granted, it was 30 minutes. I would have made it longer, but I had to close out the video. But 30 minutes of that stream was the funnest stream that I have ever did, honestly. Me
I'll tell
running
you
from
though,
gas and everything. Like, come on, that when
that
like,
was
we did it.
hilarious.
Yeah, she'll
And
never
see,
find me. Yeah, okay.
and here's the thing: if you're doing a vlog, in that moment, would you thought of doing something like that?
Um,
Because you were in the moment with us as well as us being in the moment with you.
yeah, no, honestly,
It's like this would be great.
in a vlog, you never know what's gonna happen with us, especially now that we're vamping things up. But no, probably not. You know,
Because you're thinking to yourself, the quality isn't going to be that great. I want it to
right,
look nice. But you know what?
right,
In that moment, everybody was laughing watching you run from death.
exactly.
And if they weren't, they're just funny
And
dead.
just see the park behind me going like in a blur. It was great. It was great. I loved it.
Now I'll tell you this: if you plan on doing more live streams, invest in a cheap gimbal. It will help you a lot.
That's the problem. I can't.
You
Can't
can't take
bring.
a gimbal.
Nope. Nope.
I
So
would talk. I would talk to Dale about that. I'll bet you can.
can't. Nope. Not gonna let it happen.
Hmm.
Which is fine. Look, look, look. We're on media for Six Flags Over Georgia. So technically, I'm an ambassador for Six Flags Over Georgia. If I do it, people can turn around and be like, why does he get to do it?
True.
If they can't do it, why should I? If they can't film on a ride, why should I? Like, yeah, I have media status, but every day isn't a media event, you know? Like, yeah, whenever I'm in the park, it does help them. It does get views, it gets, positive feedback. You know what I mean? We showed the fun for them. Yes, great. But because of that is why we have media events that we're allowed to attend. So,
Yep. Now, will they allow you to bring anything in at all as a stabilizer? Anything at
no,
all?
my arm. That's it.
Okay. That's what I was wondering because like my original my Osmo, I mean, is my phone's almost as long as it is. I
Yeah.
mean, it's some size. I mean, of course, I wouldn't try and take it on a ride, but I
Right.
talked to management of Cedar Point when I first started going. I said, look, I have emailed, I have tried to get a hold of people. I says, I've got all my camera equipment in here. They allowed it in. I says, but am I allowed to get it out and use it? And they said, as long as you're not trying to film on a ride, we're going to allow you to use any type of equipment as long as it does not look professional.
Like, okay. I
But I
mean,
mean, who's going to carry that big, you
yeah,
know?
and
But
I have
still,
a light on it and this and I mean, come on.
but I see that being twofold. They don't want people in there drawing attention to them away from the park. If you're in there with the professional equipment,
They
you're going to have
actually
people bugging you all day.
Dark, they actually do like the plebis, blah blah blah. I can't even talk tonight. Yeah, but they do like that. Um, like I'm not gonna lie, right? Tonight I'm in a conversation back and forth between me and Six Flags on Twitter and messaging, private, with direct messaging and stuff. So, do you think anybody else would get a response? You know what I mean? Like Tony said, we put in the work. You put in the work, it pays off. If you have fun and put in the work, it's even better. Because once you go out here and try hard at these places, it doesn't matter what you're into, gaming, everything, any and everything. Get out there, make yourself known. Like not by a YouTuber, but by like
Well,
other
and
places that you want to. Like if you're a gamer, get recognized by Microsoft.
yep,
Things like that. Poster
yeah,
insight.
and that's like when you first started putting stuff up, I guarantee you, when you had a couple hundred subscribers and you were filming at Six Flags, you were putting that on Twitter and at Six Flags Over Georgia,
Yeah,
at whoever.
yeah,
That way, somebody's seen it. And
exactly.
you know what? I guarantee you for a while they were like, oh, I don't know, they're kind of quirky, they're kind of different, and
Oh,
then you
they're the
kept
new
doing
guys
it.
on the block. Yeah, who's this? Oh, okay, someone
Yep.
new trying to do this, and then after a while, it's
Because I guarantee you they did it all the time.
right, right. I mean, I know that they get it all the time. I know of channels that do that.
I know at my channel size.
everything.
I know at my channel size, uh, the head of Cedar Point and the marketing director and everybody that I was sending attention to the video I put up. I know they're going to look at it and be like, this guy's only got a few hundred people, and
Don't say
but
that.
I know they've seen it.
Don't say that, because look, we got media status under 1,000 subscribers. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter whether they did or didn't watch it. I wanted to make sure that was there, so my stuff got seen.
Just like this, Patrick introduced us to Dale. I walked up to Dale, and Dale was like, "Oh, it's one of the two real geeks." See what I'm saying? Like, they know, they watch. These places watch. That's what their media team does. That's what their PR people do, is they'll sit there and watch YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and see what they're being tagged in and seeing what people put out there and what they're saying. And and if they're saying the wrong thing that they don't want you to say or whatever, they're not going to come back to you and be like, I mean, sometimes they will, but you got to be doing something like they don't really want you, like like where'd you get this information, that type of thing,
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, they're not going to really respond to you unless and then on the other end is you put something really good out, then they're going to message you and be like, hey, thank you.
Coaster Insights, are you talking about Diamondback at Kings Island? If you are, I've only got a couple things to say about that coaster. I've not experienced it yet, but it's a B&M Hyper. It is what it is. You get a little bit of floater and you get a speed machine. I mean, B&M has never been. B&M puts out tremendous roller coasters. They all do. They've all got their duds, but Diamondback, it barely crests 200 feet, and it's got a nice water feature at the end. I mean, Danny, you're like ground level, and it's got a splash down. I mean, you don't splash down, but you know what I mean. The splash.
Yeah, it has the fin.
But if you're on the coaster, you don't see it. You can't see it. I mean, it's a great feature if you're standing on the bridge watching. It's one of the coolest roller coaster features I've ever seen for people watching. But even if you're in the very last seat, you don't see it. And it's also got that B&M staggered seating, 2 and 1, 2 and 1, which gives you a little more feeling of openness. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I going to go there and say, nah, I'm not riding Diamondback? No, I'm going to ride it. But I don't think I'm going to be blown away. I just don't.
See, that's what I was going to say too, is there really a bad coaster?
Yeah, they turned it into Steel Vengeance. Although I would have rode the Mean Streak again.
But here's the thing.
I'll tell you what.
Look. You say Steel Vengeance, right? Mm-hmm. But do you still ride it?
Well, no, Steel Vengeance is great. But the Mean Streak, which they turned it into Steel Vengeance, I would still ride it. I'm going to hurt the next take. I mean, it is bad.
Would you still ride it? You know what I'm saying?
I say I would, but the last time I rode it, I was in bed for about 2 days. It had me pretty good. It was a great coaster, but I'll just tell you the name.
It's like people say, "Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst roller coaster ever." But yet you went on it like 4 times.
Yeah.
Not you, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, really, is there really a bad roller coaster? Like.
No, there really isn't.
If it goes up and comes down and you have fun somewhere in between, is it a bad coaster? No, no, it's not. It may not be on your list of light coasters, but like realistically, do I sit here? Can I sit here and really? like I say, Blue Hawk's a bad coaster. Is it really a bad coaster though? No, I just am I more afraid of riding it because of getting stuck on the left hill and looking at the sun for like half hour? Yeah, that's probably more the reason why I'm not riding it. But if it wasn't for that, I would ride it. It's not that bad. Once you pass the left, it's not bad.
As long as you get down the hill, you're just fine.
Would I do I yeah, it's like, do I think that they should replace it? Yeah, I do. I do. But you know,
But I got 2 words for you about the mean streak before they RMC'd it. Den Corporation. I mean, it's a den coaster,
yeah.
and they tried to put it up to 160 feet. I mean, well, you've seen pictures of Steel Vengeance. I mean, it's still the same. I mean, the layout's a lot different, but I mean, that massive wooden structure that it was at 160 feet, I mean, was a speed machine on wooden rails.
Yeah.
You're going 75 miles an hour on wooden track that just wasn't holding up.
Do I think the Great American Scream Machine is the worst coaster? No, I don't think it's. I think it's one of the best wooden roller coasters I've actually ridden.
That's an old PTC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely
PTC
is.
built some great airtime coasters. They've got, I think there was only 39 of them built, and I think that 13 of them still exist. One of them being the Blue Streak at Cedar Point. They built some great wooden roller coasters. You know what they were never able to build very well was trains. The trains for PTC coasters are and now we got to think of the timing. I mean, the time they were built, seatbelt and buzz bar.
Yeah. Now there a lot of them are actually getting refurbed trains. They're actually getting a lot of new trains designed for their rides. Great American Scream Machine just got brand new cars.
Who built the cars?
Someplace in Pennsylvania. I don't know.
See,
I just know that they're new. That's it.
Well, PTC still builds trains.
Huh?
PTC still builds trains.
Yeah,
actually, Cedar Point every year sends all their trains back to PTC. PTC rebuilds them and sends them back. Those aren't rebuilt in-house. Yes. Those are not rebuilt in-house.
That's cool.
And I think it's one of those things that, maybe Cedar Point's like, you know what, we're not going to rebuild. I mean, because this coaster was built in '69. I mean, this last time I rode it, I'll be honest with you, I was a little scared. I mean, because I could feel that train popping up onto its bottom wheels.
No, they do not. They do not. If you have a GoPro with a chest strap or a head strap, nope. They're still not letting you record. If you do, they're stopping the ride and telling you, give us the camera or the phone or whatever you're doing.
Yep.
And then saying security will meet you at the exit of the ride. Have a good day.
Yeah, there's only 2 parks that still allow you to film. That's Disney and SeaWorld.
Busch Gardens.
Does Busch Gardens still allow you to film?
From what I understand.
Well, they're the same company that owns SeaWorld, so I mean, I guess I could see that.
Yeah.
But something that I don't see is, you saying that makes me think. You see those POVs coming out of Tampa.
Yeah.
You never really see any coming out of Williamsburg. And Williamsburg, of the 2 parks, probably has the best coaster lineup.
I think so too.
Like, they've got a Woody that I want to get down there and ride that Apollo's. No, I think it's a B&M Hyper called Apollo's Chariot.
Apollo's Chariot? It's not the greatest. I've been on it.
Have you? It's a Hyper, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I like the fact that it comes down off that hill and then whips over.
Their B&M, their B&M Alpengeist is awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen a video on that. and it's one of those, I've had a couple chances, and I've tried to kind of, now I watch a lot of coasters around the United States because, building that bucket list, as time goes on. And I think to myself, there's certain ones that I don't watch. I kind of just should anyway. I've already watched most of the coasters in the United States. I watched a POV on, if not a professional, at least one crappy Google Glasses video or two.
Yeah. Am I going for Iron Gwazi? No. That costs money, bro. That's all I'm saying. Is that costs money for me to go down there, which I don't have. And would I like to go? Yeah. Would I get there? Yeah, eventually, someday. Maybe when they have 3 other new coasters, and that's old news. But whatever. I don't care. I'm not one of those coaster chasers, whatever. Because you got to remember is we're called the Two Real Geeks for a reason. And we're not, yes, we do theme parks. We do a lot of Six Flags Over Georgia, but we're not just a theme park channel. And I'm not chasing those theme parks down. Like I'll tell you that too. Everybody's like, oh, you're a great theme park channel. I'm like, I'm not a theme park channel. Not a theme park channel. Honestly, if you want me to sit here and explain a roller coaster and how a trim works and what the height of it is and this and that, I'd be like, I'd go read the sign. I ride it for fun. That's it. I like them. That's it.
I want to hear those trim brakes not run. That's what I want to tell you about the trim brakes. I want to hear the trim brakes silent on my way by.
You know what though? I'm not even gonna lie. The trim brakes on Goliath, they're needed. I'll tell you that much. Like, especially it's funny because I told Jess, I go, here, listen. I saw the car. I go, listen, watch. And I also hear go. She's like, what the hell was that? I go, those are the trim brakes on the
trim
ride.
Brakes.
I go, it was a busy day too, and this car was moving, so the wheels were nice and sticky and warmed up. You can tell.
Yeah.
And but she was like, I never heard it do it that loud. I go, because it's moving pretty. That coaster, that ride is moving, And she's like, I've never noticed that. Now every time we pass it, there's 2 sets of trim brakes. It's one coming down a hill when you get to the bottom of the hill before you come back up, because it has so much speed. It's coming out the helix, and then you come down. The speed that you have coming, if you took that coming back up the hill, you're flying off the track, I guarantee, if you didn't have those trims. Because then you're turning at the same time when you come up. And then you probably heard it on the live stream on Saturday night, those trim brakes.
Oh, hit. Yeah.
And that's the second set we're talking about you.
Magnum at Cedar Point. And see, this was before Aero went bankrupt. And Aero never built a pre-bent coaster. Their steel coasters they built were all bent by hand. So that's where you get a lot of the shake, because you got people out there trying to bend things even. But there's a trim just before they're out and back as a pretzel helix. Brings you around in a pretzel helix coming back.
Yeah.
They got trim brakes to run in the afternoon. We hit that coaster early in the morning, but late enough that it was running hard.
So it was just like 8 to 10 runs in from the day, and it was those wheels heated up. And
yep.
Yeah.
And we hit that helix so hard, I didn't just gray out. I felt myself starting to get weak.
Yep.
I felt myself because it comes out of that last bunny hop, and I mean, you're still doing a good 65, almost 70 miles an hour, and you come up and you hit that, and I mean, you got a wave turn, and you come around, and it waves through that.
And you got to remember is those trim brakes, they're computerized, so they know how much pressure that they have to apply. I mean, look, there's sensors all over that thing. Like they know to maintain a certain speed of a car. Like each sensor is actually more like a radar detector on the ride. It's like, okay, this car's pulling ass here, guys. We got to slow it down. So, and I'm not gonna lie, Goliath is one of the few rides that will actually make me gray out. Like almost like I was like, whoa, especially middle of the day. and I hate to say it, but Goliath is one of the coasters I have not ridden at night. I have
Really?
not been on that thing at night. Yeah.
There's only a couple up at Cedar Point that I think I have not ridden at night, and that was just because they're newer and going later in the year
Yeah.
and them closing earlier. But I'll tell you what, one of the
You know, I have to say Goliath. I've heard Diamondback. I haven't experienced it. I've heard it, but Goliath, especially when you're standing outside the park, that roar is amazing. Just like Batman. Like, you want to talk about B&M? Like B&M is the masters at a roar.
and it's their tracks are huge to begin with. When you look at a B&M, you know it.
Yeah.
Wait until you see like an 8 wide B&M dive coaster.
Yep.
Our one at Cedar Point, that track, I mean, is wider than I am tall. I'll bet you it might be it might be almost 7 foot wide. And when that thing comes down and it's doing its 0G roll over top of you when you're walking through it, and
Yeah.
then it drops and hits that track and roars down over, it's a pretty amazing sound.
This sounds dangerous right here because I know what he's talking about.
Got to be a little cold.
Any coaster that time of year is an experience. I remember. Oh wait, so I remember during Fright Fest, like way back in the day. Like I mean, I was probably in high school, so I went there, and the night we went, like I was literally walking around in a bubble jacket. Okay, that's how cold it was. All right, for Great Adventures, actually. Sorry, up there in Jersey. So
They do a holiday in the park, a Great Adventure.
they do this. They started doing it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, they're far enough inland. It probably wouldn't be
It's still
as
cold
bad.
as hell, though.
Yeah.
Like it's cold. And there, but I went for Fright Fest and I was wearing my bubble jacket, right? Like I was all bundled up. I had sweatshirts on, everything. And what did I go on? Like, well, even I went on Batman. Oh man, like just frozen, like under my eyes and everything. Went on Batman and Robert the Chiller. Yeah, well, you know what? It really was a chiller.
I'm
Like
sure it was.
it was cold. I think my eyeballs froze that night.
What's the old Woody at Great Adventure?
American Eagle? American
That
was it? I think it was American Eagle.
I can't remember. I remember that one being a pretty deep.
It was a double. It was a double.
Was it a racer?
Basically, yeah.
I'm still trying to remember some of the coasters. I don't think what's the big one there? The Big Woody. They just put in, yeah, and that went in late '90s, didn't it?
Yeah, and there's a homage to its old to the old coaster there still. There's a piece of the track of the dive still there, like the bottom piece of it, and it's sitting under El Toro. So that was pretty cool that they kept history there. But I think they kept that there because it was considered a landmark and they needed a piece of the coaster still in place.
Oh.
So, but either way, that's what I think though, but whatever. It's pretty cool to, you see it when you're in the queue line. It's pretty cool. But speaking of Great Adventures, man, they've been killing it with HoloFest too. I've been seeing the videos from there too.
Yep. I've been seeing a lot of videos pop up my recommended.
More from Great Adventure than anything I've been seeing.
Well, there's a guy, and I think he's from that area. I think his name's El Toro Ryan.
Yes, that's his park.
I think that's his park.
Yeah,
and I see a lot of his stuff been coming up lately. So
I mean, with the name El Toro Ryan, it better be his park. I mean,
well, yeah.
you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm not that much of a fan of his. I don't like his fast pace. I get sick watching his videos sometimes.
I don't think I've ever watched him. I mean, I've seen a lot of people that, snag his stuff and give him credit, but I've
He is
never.
good at information. He's good. He's good at what he does. He's really good at what he does. He has you know what though? He also knows he has a younger crowd watching his stuff. So
Yeah.
he caters to, and he's young himself too. I'm not bashing the kid at all. He's doing his thing. It's been working for him for years, and you rock it out, buddy. But the videos on his, they're too fast paced and bouncy, and when you get
That's not
older,
something you can just sit back and enjoy what's going on.
especially when you get older in life, yeah, they're like, yeah, no, I can't. My head hurts.
Like a lot of the YouTubers that sit around and say, "Oh, this is my top 15, top 50." You see a lot of El Toro Ryan.
Yeah,
You know what? He's one of those guys like, hey, give me credit and you can use what you want.
yeah. Like Coaster Insights said, his off rides are great. His he does good POVs also. Did you see where they're doing some kind of drive-through light thing at Whitewater for the holiday? No, I did not, Patrick. I did not see this. Where was this information? And how come I haven't seen it? I need to know more.
Patrick's trying to skip you a little inside information.
Patrick gives me a lot of insider information. He has a lot of insiders there. And outside of that information, Patrick's just great, people all around. So, I mean, you saw the first night we were there, we were with them. So,
yeah, Patrick's a good egg.
Yeah. Oh gosh, no, please. Jess says that. Just not about him, but just she'll come up to me and like, "You're a good egg." What? Like, no, I don't. I want to be a bad egg. I want to be a rotten egg. What's up, Noah? How are you? Welcome in, buddy.
No, welcome in, bud.
Noah, I have to say, I love that logo you came up with for the season there with the ghosts and the zombie U. I love that. That is awesome. But let me tell you, HoloFest is going to be amazing this year. And I really wish you can come down, honestly. Like, I wish you could come.
I wish I could too.
Because it's a lot of fun, man. Like, have you been to a Fright Fest?
No, I didn't go out when I lived out in Jersey. Which, I mean, I kind of wish I would have now, but this year's out of the question. But I'll tell you what, next year I think there needs to be a little flip flop in locations.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do another summer like this.
Yeah, no,
just not.
No. Like, I need to get out and do stuff. Yeah. You passed right by me at Six Flags on Saturday. You should have said hi. Look,
Danny would have definitely given you an autograph.
That was great. I love that. Yeah, I look. If you see us in the park, stop us. We love to meet the people who watch us. And that mask, by the way, is amazing because I have it too.
Yep.
Come on, man. Tell me during a vlog that is not easier to look at than just a plain mask.
Oh, it absolutely is.
At least you see a face there. That's the only reason I did that.
You're smiling the whole time.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you're saying Fright Fest is great. Honestly, I have to say that HoloFest is amazing. Amazing.
Let me ask you a question. I know you love your haunted houses. I know you love your scare zones.
Yep.
But would you like to see Six Flags marry the two of these together next year?
100%. I want to see what I have now, and then haunted houses added into what we have. And honestly, I don't even need the haunted houses. You can do it the way you're doing it, and just add a little more to the park. You know what I mean? Look, I'm not gonna lie. This year, scare actors are hard to find. This year, there's like the Witch's Bog at nighttime is empty. Okay, I don't want to get too much into this because tomorrow night we're having a live stream about Six Flags Hollowfest. So we're going to be answering like all these questions tomorrow also. So
Well, I didn't want to go much further than that. I mean, because you
yeah,
do have that.
no, yeah, 100%. But to answer your question, yeah, I would absolutely love to see the two. If they put the two together, it would be amazing.
See, because my thing is, and we've talked about this many times on many of our streams. You love the haunted houses. You love the scary stuff.
Yeah,
Me, I'm not a scare me type of guy.
right,
It's not what I enjoy. It's not what I'm about.
right.
I think that if you take everything that I've seen from your two videos and your live stream and you give it its, I mean,
Oh,
how do I say it? You don't really marry the two, but you kind of give them their own thing. This part of the park is where you're going to go to have all your fun and your scary stuff,
right.
and here's where you go to have your Hallowfest. Because, like with Cedar Point, hey, how's it going, Arnie? Pepper Tree Villa. You know, when I go to Cedar Point here in a couple of weeks, I'm probably going to enjoy it more than my boys will. My boys want to do the haunted houses. They want to be scared. They want to do the scare stuff. You know what? I want the food. I
Yeah.
want the food. I want to see
Well, how about candy from
fun, scary stuff.
How about a candy from Clowns?
Hey, you know what? I'd eat the tamarind candy.
Oh, really? You eat
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That thing should be outlawed.
But you went into it thinking you were eating chocolate.
No, because she went into it thinking she was eating chocolate. Me, I knew it wasn't chocolate, but it was
But you
the
didn't.
nastiest thing I've ever had.
Was it a tamarind? Was it like a tamarind gummy candy?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't gummy. It was a hard, like raw. It was almost like vegan candy, almost.
Okay, yeah, that probably wouldn't be very good. I don't
No,
mind tamarind at all. Tamarind's a little funky when you first eat it, but I don't mind tamarind.
that burger, Patrick, that he's talking about that we had in our video, the mac and cheese burger. Oh man, I wish it was all going, but it was just last weekend. It's a one and done. It's a
What's
one and
that?
done. They only had that last weekend because last week was actually National Cheeseburger Week.
Every day's National Cheeseburger Day to me.
Yeah, me too. But it was, it was like National Cheeseburger Week last week, so that's why that burger was around. So Patrick said, "Don't eat the candy; it's nasty." See, look, everybody here that's from Six Flags Over Georgia, right? That goes to there.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it in our video. I want to see how many of you guys are going to take the Six Flags challenge. Find that candy and see how long you can have it. Because I'll tell you right now, we'll make it 6 seconds, okay? We'll make it 6 seconds. If you can keep it for 6 seconds, then you pass the Six Flags challenge. You know what? I need to start carrying around. I need to find these candies in the park. I need to get a whole bunch of them and start handing them out to people who are like, here, try this. They're in sealed wrappers anyway, so yeah, Patrick ate the whole thing. Patrick eats anything though. You should.
Now, you said, do you guys have a special menu this year? Like a special stuff?
A little bit. There's some specialty things in the park, but I mean nothing incredible. Is
I
this
don't know.
what you guys got?
Yeah, I'll scroll it down here.
I'm jealous.
I'll tell you what, there's some good looking stuff on there.
That hot dog, that gummy worm funnel cake. What is that tomato brew? Is that a tomato soup?
Yeah, it's a witch's cauldron tomato brew. It's tomato soup and a bread bowl topped with melted cheese.
Yeah. What's mac and cheese?
Like the death
What's in
dog
that?
is topped with jalapeno, shredded cheddar jack, and 5 alarm chili. The toxic mac is pasta with cheesy green fresh basil pesto sauce and grilled sausage.
Wow.
And there's the zombie burger. It's topped with spicy apple bacon compote.
Ooh, that sounds good.
But there's a bacon wrapped hot dog. There's the death dog.
Yeah.
It's got 5, and that worms and dirt funnel cake.
Yeah.
They've got the ears of corn look great. This El Chupacabra street corn, spicy corn on the cob with cumin, chili, cilantro butter.
Yep.
I mean, come on, check out this cupcake. Now, I'm not a big fan of candy corn, but a candy corn cupcake, okay. But this El Diablo cupcake, topped with cinnamon candies and cayenne pepper buttercream icing. A couple of different dessert pizzas.
Candy
vampire
leg. What?
Yeah.
What's on that?
Hang on. I was trying to make it a little bigger, but
Yeah.
You able to see it better?
We can do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the bottom of the menu there.
Of apple cider on it. Wow.
I mean, look at the hot cinnamon cider.
Yeah.
And for an extra charge, you can put some Fireball in it. Or the
hot
witch's
chocolate
brew. Yeah, or the witch's. Yeah, you can put Bailey's Irish cream in it.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's not gonna lie, and you know what? They have
I'm with you, buddy. Look, I'm all about Halloween.
I don't like candy corn either, but you know what? I would try that cupcake. Just kind of that flavoring of a candy corn, but chewing it is one thing. But the flavoring as a cupcake probably wouldn't be so bad.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All it is is wax.
Yeah. And then they also have a drink menu too that you can add stuff into, but that's not part of the tasting card they have. I mean, up to your point, it's you can get 6 of those things off that menu for $30.
Gotcha.
And I would probably when I take my son up, I'm probably going to wind up buying a couple of those cards. There'll be 5 of us going, and I guarantee you that we will eat some snacks.
You know what, Tony? I would do it too. Like, you would be pretty sad if you didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you would have been like, I should have did this. And
you know what? Because chances are things kind of go back to normal, and they may not have that next year.
Right.
Because I mean, I'm sure they will have something because they've always got to do something to try and bring that extra money in. But you know what? Some of those things just aren't going to be there next year. I don't know if you can hear old Max, but he's starting to feel a little better. So he's tiptoeing around trying to see if anything dropped.
Yeah, I heard a little bit. That's good. He's doing better.
Yeah, he can actually jump back up on the bed again.
Cool.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we found out he doesn't need surgery, and we actually have taken him off the narcotic. The only thing we have him on now is just the once a day anti-inflammatory to try to keep everything down.
Cool.
Now on the streams, we get to hear him tiptoeing around again.
Great.
Because he's a little sissy, won't let me trim his toenails. He's been like that since we brought him home. He's like, nope, 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 you're not doing it.
That's crazy. So
Here he comes.
yeah, of course. Yep, there he is. There he is.
He's like, Dad, my mom went to bed. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with myself.
He's lost some weight too.
It looked like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Dad got told by the vet that I'm giving too many treats.
That's all right. We went to McDonald's earlier and they got her own
Go get
cheese.
mommy. Get her. Oh, she closed the door.
It's like Leia had her own cheeseburger before, so I'm going through the drive-through for McDonald's, and Jess and the dog were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And here she is. She comes out. She knew where we were. She put her head out the window, and she was looking at the menu. And then we pulled up to the window. She's like looking at the people, like, "Where's my bag?" I'm like, "What are you doing? What? Get your head in the car. Leave these people alone." And of course, everybody's like, "Oh, the dog," and yeah, I'm like, "Don't do that. Don't do that. just don't, just don't do it."
Jonathan, what are you asking about? What kind of meat is that?
What kind of meat is turkey? It's turkey. It's
Well, I'm
pulled.
looking up here. Noah said something about the dragon's leg. Got the
Oh yeah,
two legs on there were turkey legs.
it's turkey. Yeah, yeah. That's like you go to medieval times
Uh-huh.
and they call like you get roasted chicken at medieval times, and they call it baby dragon.
Well, been in Rome.
You know exactly. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, baby dragon.
But when you're at medieval times, I mean, you got to expect to have a little dragon, a
Well,
little mead.
yeah, exactly. And you got to remember too, it's a show, so they're going to entertain you. So even the servers are part of the show. So yeah, of course.
Sorry for continuing to cough. I'm trying not to as best I can.
It's fine.
Although I do sound better than what I had been. Spending about a week in bed is ridiculous.
No. I don't know what
I'm not even sure if I know who Travis Scott is.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's a burger,
he said
as long as it isn't a ground human burger, like if it isn't Travis Scott grilled on a bun, I'd try it.
Well, then I don't want it. If it's not him, I don't want it. If you're going to name it Travis Scott, I bet. When I don't know. We what if it was over by Georgia Scorcher and like 10 o'clock at night, then yeah, I was going live. Other than that, no. Unless you see me with a cell phone in my hand, that's when we're going live. If you see me with like a camcorder in my hand, no, we're not going live. So yeah, like I said, even if we are going live, it doesn't matter. Stop us. Say, hey, what's going on? Two Real Geeks. We'll be like, hey, what's going on? How are you?
Danny will even put you on camera.
If you want. If you want. Yep. Like those girls in Justice League. That was cool.
Yeah, they were all into you guys being live.
Yep. Exactly.
You know, and that's something too. You know, you were saying you plan on going live more, and you know, I talked about the whole being in the moment thing.
Yep.
You know, when you're out in the park and you go live and people see you, you know what? There's something about being in that moment and knowing you can go back later and be like, "Hey, I seen him doing this," and You know what? And if you're just filming a vlog, they may not actually go back and watch it because they're like, well, they'll probably just edit me out of it because they don't want all that in there. Which, I
Right.
mean, we both know that that's not true.
Yeah, if you come up and you're acting like a human being,
Yeah.
you're going to stay in. If you're acting like a fool, that's a different story. Just like I get it all the time. All the time, you get people passing us. They're like, some of the things that I catch on camera with people saying, it's just like, really? I have to get rid of this whole decent clip because of you. Thanks.
Because you were an asshole. Pardon my French.
No, it's
I
true.
mean, it's true.
You saw our phone. Okay, so it was later in the day. It doesn't matter if you see the phone or not. Stop us. Stop us. It's fine. We're not going to get mad. You guys are the reason why we're out there. And you guys keep us going. You guys, our viewers give us our motivation, honestly. Like there's no reason why we should be upset. Any YouTuber should be upset for somebody that watches them comes up and says, "Hey, how are you? We like your channel and stuff." Like that's awesome. I love that. I love it so much. Like I would never get mad at that. Do I feel awkward when we're vlogging and people staring at me? Nope. I'm not gonna lie.
You used to.
Maybe the first video or two, and after that, you're like, I got this. I know what I'm doing now. But that was us. There's still people out there that do feel weird doing it. Like, oh, there's too many people around, and they get like anxiety, like starts creeping up, and but really, I kind of like once the camera's on me, once I hit the button to record, and the camera's on me, things around me get toned out. That's why
come out and Danny goes away.
Basically, and like Patrick can vouch for that. Like Patrick has seen me in like a zone, and he's like trying to get my attention on something, and I'm just like camera out in front of us and doing what I'm doing, and like that's why most of the times if you see like on the live stream especially, Jess will be behind me, and like this would like my shoulders, my back, right? This is Jess on my shirt behind me, and my lower back is she using me as a hand, like she's guiding me around, like steering me around by like my shirt, like as she's grabbing it. And let me tell you, it helps. You need it.
Yeah. When I shot the first video of Cedar Point, the one that never seen the light of day because it just didn't have any substance to it. Yeah, I felt weird. It was weird. But, the one that I put out, now I took a lot of video that day, and a lot of it had to be cut out. A lot of it for the same reason you talked about. I had a lot of clips that were really good, but the people in line and things that were being said, it was like, I just can't. I cannot even edit any of it out and still have it make sense. So I felt really natural making that second video. I think which is why I come across just like I am now. That first video was a lot of looking around and not paying attention enough to the camera. I've got the camera here, but I'm kind of doing this, and because I couldn't keep myself aware of the fact that it's been an hour.
My thing is for me to go into the park. Geez, sorry. It's been a long day. I need to have fun too, though. And I need to go into the park and know that I'm going to have fun and record. See, that's kind of think why I like vlogging more than live streaming is because I can hit the record button again and stop it, and then I can resume it, and I can edit it. Live streaming, I can not do that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So hold on a second. Hold on a second. It's an hour in.
And
Thank
it's
you
been
for
a while.
inviting me. Yeah, I know. I was like, wait. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, that.
Hey, you know what? It's the great. That's why we're good with this stream. People get to hear the music.
Yep. It's like, that, like, hey, we just hit that hour mark. We're celebrating that hour mark, that we have not shut up about something here.
Yep. And
Um,
we're probably not going to get to the second one. Not
Probably
tonight,
not.
anyway.
Arthur's saying, why are people rude about? Because they just are. Like, they just, I don't know. It's just hard. They see a camera and then they want to go crazy, and they're like, whatever. It is what it is. It's just a struggle of being a YouTuber. So
There are just people that don't like a camera, and hey, that's fine. Don't be out in public. And you know what?
yeah,
I actually had one person, the vlog that I took with my friend, which I'll probably do a little bit with because he enjoyed being in some of it. But
okay.
we had some people in line for one of the access pass rides. I think it was Maverick, and they were like, "Hey, you got to stop pointing that camera at us." And I shut the camera off and I politely told him, says, "Buddy, you're in a public place." I said, "If I'm the first camera you've seen, you've not been paying attention." I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "You know what?" I said, "I will make sure that I don't get you in any more shots." I said, "But you can at least ask me nicer."
Exactly.
I said, "You were in a public," I said, "You're being filmed everywhere you walk in here, everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You're being filmed." I said, "And I'm obviously not doing it to try to film you." I said, "Look at my shirt." I says, "I have a YouTube channel. I'm filming for my channel."
Yeah.
You know what? He never said another word the entire time. But I don't know if I told you this, but you talk about you enjoy when people watch your stuff come up and talk to you. One of the greatest parts about the video I did put out, and I wish I had the camera going at the time. We were coming back to the front of the park towards the evening, and I'd been around the park many times and
Yeah.
filming. And this boy, he couldn't have been more than maybe 5 or 6 years old, with his dad, and they came. I seen him actually walk past me, and I heard someone say, "Hey," and I turned around. It was him and the little kid, and he goes, "Are you a YouTuber?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm filming for my channel today." He goes, "My son's all excited because he's just seen a YouTuber." He said, "I just wanted to say hi." And I was like, that. There's something about that that's infectious. Not in a I'm I'm a big star, but
Right.
there's
But
something
it
about
gives
people.
me more motivation to okay, cool. We're gonna, because now they see the name on the shirt and stuff, and they're like, and all of a sudden you look at your stats on your phone later on in the day, and you see you have one more subscriber, and you're like, oh, I know who that
Yep,
was. You know?
yep. And like I said, I've got aspirations for my channel. Don't get me wrong, but where I'm sitting, you know what, it's okay. This is an
Yeah.
odd year. It's hard to get out and do a lot of stuff, and I am 2.5 hours away, and going up for just an 8-hour park day
Yeah.
over and over. When I can't do any night filming, I can't
Right.
really do a lot of the stuff I'd like to do, and stay the night, film around the area, and do more. Next year's a whole different story. Next year,
Hopefully.
me and my son are probably going to wind up upgrading to platinum. And you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just texted my wife to take him in the room, and she's like, "He's got to go." I'm like, "Well, can't do much about it right now." He's feeling better, but he's still not going to the bathroom like he should. So maybe
Yeah.
that's what he needs. Yeah. He's hey, he's got to go poo poo, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which it's possible because not to get way off the subject here, but trying to get him to go just once a day was almost impossible. And you know what? I didn't have pumpkin, but I started giving him spinach.
Okay.
Getting that nice dark leafy, and I used can with all the moisture. And 2 days after that, it's like, here we go, guys. Take me outside.
Now.
Because I tell you, it about broke my heart hearing this dog try and go to the bathroom. And he would howl.
Yeah. Well,
Because they got him on narcotics.
He's going to howl. Did I see you pass right by me? No, I don't. I see a lot of people pass right by me. Honestly, like I'm there, like I just said, when I'm in the park, like, yes, don't be afraid to come up to us. We're people too, you know.
And we'll leave out for just a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, but I'm in a zone usually when I'm there, and I just tune things out. If you pass by me, I had a friend pass right by me. I didn't even realize he was there. He just kept walking right past me. He knew I was in a zone and didn't even stop. Like, I didn't even see him because I was looking right his way too, and I didn't even see him but I just had the camera in front of me. So, I mean, like I said, if you see us, stop us, because I love to meet people. I really do. Jess does too. Jess loves to meet everybody that watches us. Like, don't be afraid of us. You know, we're friendly. Like, we love to meet everybody. So, will it be busy on fall break? Probably. But I don't know if you guys realize either that we have a live stream tomorrow night too. And we will be talking about Hollowfest in detail more.
Sorry, I had to go change out of this sweatshirt.
You're good.
Hot in the turn.
You're good. Yeah, I was just telling them that, you know, tomorrow night that I have a live stream with Hollowfest. We'll be talking about, like we talked about the park reopening.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be talking about Hollowfest tomorrow night on a live stream at 8:00 tomorrow night.
Yeah, if any of you guys did not see their live stream they did about the park reopening, definitely check this out tomorrow night. I mean, they present everything really well. And you know what? You see some of these people that go live wanting to talk about this and talk about that. I mean, outside of us, I mean, we're cool, but they bring, no matter wherever they go and whatever they do, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun stream. It's not just going to be informational.
Right. It's informational, but this isn't one of those like the last one we did. This one's going to be more fun. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, there may be tricks and treats popping up in the stream tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. So it's going to be a scary fun time. That's all I know.
Well, hopefully, no Patrick. That'll scare everybody. No one will be able to sleep for a week.
No. Patrick will be in chat. I know he'll be in chat. So I know that.
Zariah, I know that he said it a million times, but I'm going to tell you now.
Awesome,
Danny and Jess are two of the most approachable people you'll ever meet. You know, and that's the reason why me and him stream together. I mean, because he didn't know me from Adam outside of the stream and saving me a couple times.
You just said it well.
Yeah. Don't ever be shy with those two.
Shoot, that one stream that I helped you out, I was like, all right, let me help Tony out here. Let's go.
You know, that thing is still up there, and I go back every once in a while. And I'll tell you what, anybody in here that creates content, and Danny will tell you this, maybe he doesn't feel exactly the same, but close to it. Whenever I feel like, and my Cedar Point video is my latest video, and I went back and I watched my first live stream to get a sense of how awkward I felt. Then I went out and said, I am not going to be this guy. And I'm still proud of that live stream. I mean, I accomplished everything I wanted to in it, but I didn't
You,
feel
you
comfortable
that
in
live stream definitely came a long way. You were sitting in a dark room and
it.
phone. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I can't talk because I was basically the same way. I mean, go back and watch our first live streams and stuff, even our first videos and stuff like that, and you're just like, what the heck is
like
this?
like this will probably, where you see now is probably where you're going to see me do my live streaming from now. It's my office for the travel agency, and stuff will be up on the walls over time, like my college and knowledge certificates, my posters,
Yeah,
and all that. And so, but this, I went from a dining room in a tiny 1,000 square foot home to the bunker that turned into
the
a
fallout.
phenomenon. Basically, everybody wanted to know if we were going to be in the bunker.
Yeah,
To um, my dining room at the house we bought, now into my office, which will eventually become my studio as well, where I
yeah.
do all my editing and all my downloading and all my work for the travel agency.
Hey, Coasters, when will we be at the park again? Because I know you want to meet us too, brother. Like you got to come and meet us. We're the fun ones in the park.
Coaster Insights, everybody's bucket list coaster should be Steel Vengeance. That's
Man,
my home park. And I can tell you right now, I rode it for the first time this year. And not trying to advertise myself, if you go back and watch my Cedar Point video, there's a spot in that video where I'm walking across the path back into Frontier Town, and I'm like, that coaster is life changing. Now, Danny, I'm telling you, it's still the basic layout structurally, and I've ridden the Mean Streak since I was a kid, so I
yeah.
know where I'm at in that coaster. I could not find where I was at or what I was going the entire time. And that ride, when you leave the lift hill, it's 71 seconds from the train going over until the end.
You say you
I was
love.
out of my yeah, I was out of my seat for almost 50 of that 70 seconds. Because RMC, it's just the thigh bars.
I've done this many times. It's more
Now,
that coaster right there is an amazing coaster, and I love Goliath. So yes, many times on Goliath.
now
We're
I
still
do
trying to
have
get him down here.
I do have some bucket list coasters, but I only have one right now that I really want to ride, and it's what I sent to you the other night, Zadra,
Oh
over in Energylandia in
yeah,
Poland.
yeah,
And I've watched that a few times.
yeah.
Now, there's people out there that say it's the number one coaster in the world. I'm telling you what, it's got nothing on Steel Vengeance. It really doesn't.
You know what? If I was able to go overseas, I would go to Alton Towers just because of the Smiler.
See, I don't think I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
It looks crazy. You got to look it up. The Smiler it's definitely an interesting coaster. It's unique.
That's on mainland UK, right? It's right in England.
Yeah, it's Alton Towers, wherever that is. I don't know. I just seen it. That's
I know
it.
that there's a couple there in Ireland, and if money was no option, I
Mhm.
would love to get over there. And there's two in Poland. There's Energylandia, and I think it's called Astrakan. Yeah,
Jonathan,
those are two parks.
I want to get on that. That thing it looks
Yeah,
crazy.
that's which is in
Crazy. It was at Italy, right, or something?
it's in Italy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but see, it not only has that 140 or 247-foot top hat, but it comes down and it goes into a coaster, and it goes 148 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That is, I don't get me started, because I always say that I have to ride Zadra, and I think my bucket list could wait for others. But I think if I got over there, I'd be like, okay, let's hit. No, it's in Spain. I think Ferrari's in Spain.
I don't
I
know.
mean, you would think it was Italy, but it doesn't matter. I'm not getting there.
No, yeah. I mean, really, you can have a dream, you know.
I mean, for me right now, I want to hit Kings Island next year. I still have not done Diamondback, Banshee, and I definitely want to do Orion. Even though it's it,
I want to get on Fury.
Fury right now. If I sit back and watch Fury, it is my biggest bucket ride in the United States. That and Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion.
Fury right now, man, is definitely a go-to right now. I really want to get on Fury. I just want to get to Carowinds, number one. You know, I like legit have some friends over there that cover the park and hang out with them in their park, and then for Fury. If I'm gonna ride that ride for the first time, like Crazy Pop, that's his home park, and he's been trying to get me out there. He's like, come on, come on, come on. I need to ride that ride with that man for the first time. Jess and I need to be on that row with him for the first time, just because that is his home park, and out of respect for him.
You know, Coaster Insights, a lot of when you stop and think about it, why are all the good coasters not in America? It's not that they're not. It's that they're overseas and they're hard to get to. So they make you want to ride them more. I can get to Kings Island, ride Orion and Banshee and Diamondback. I can go to Cedar Point. Cedar Point's a 2-hour ride for me. I can get up there and ride that Steel Vengeance all day long.
Jonathan said it is in Spain.
Yeah. I can't just get in the car and drive overseas and hit Zadra and Ferrari and the Smiler. I got to plan everything out, get time off, and go do that. You know, I can take a 5-hour drive and go down to Dollywood. I can't do that.
Or you can overseas 8-hour drive and just come to Georgia, but what I mean, whatever. Who am I? What's up,
Welcome
Kurt?
in, Kurt.
How are you, buddy? I'm just saying. I mean, who am I to say?
We got next year, and we do. I mean, I've got the flight credits. They're not going anywhere for 2 more years.
No, you're good.
Because I'll tell you what, it's an easy drive, but man, Columbus into Atlanta is like $49 all the time.
Oh,
I'll spend $100 in gas.
And a free airport pickup.
Yeah.
It's both ways. I mean, really. I mean, I can do it too. I'm like, hey, Tony, I'm coming to Columbus. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, what time?
Yeah. I mean, I'm an hour away from that airport.
Maybe 30 to 40 minutes from mine, but yeah.
But is it 30, 40 minutes, or is it 30 to 40 minutes because of traffic?
Because of traffic. See, if you got in this time of night, I could probably make it to the airport in probably about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, this time of night, I could probably make it to the airport in just a little under an hour. But I mean, the last time we flew out to Florida, we had record-breaking rains. I'll bet you it took us 2.5 hours to get to the airport. I had to go through so many little podunk backwoods towns and trying to avoid.
It would be Ohio.
Oh yeah, Cedar Point is in Ohio.
Yeah,
and about as far north as you can go in Ohio too.
Yeah.
If you leave Cedar Point, you're in the lake.
You're almost in Canada.
Yeah. And actually, I think I told you this.
On a clear day, you can see the Canada.
Clear day at the top of Magnum, you can see the land. You can see the Canadian landline, which is crazy. But because of the way the lakefront is, I've maybe seen it 2 or 3 times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it's especially when you're front seat on that, because you know how it is. Especially it's a 60-degree drop, so it takes a while to get over that lift hill. So you can see it for a little bit. The next thing you know, it's gone, and you're 70 mile an hour. Because it's
Yeah,
an arrow, you're getting your hips dislocated and your knees banged around because the trains are so small.
that's a price you pay. It's fine.
You know what? I'll pay it every time because that still is a great ride.
But yeah, it really is. He said, "Oh, Kurt said, okay, how are you? I'm enjoying the weather. Kurt, I'm enjoying this weather too. Like legit. If I go outside right now, Tony, I need a hoodie on.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly here too. But I'm glad to see you guys are getting a break because you guys had a
We got
rough
slammed.
few weeks.
Like, if I go outside right now, it's 62 out right now.
Oh, you guys aren't much warmer than we are.
Yeah,
I think we're sitting about 55.
yeah. I'm loving this. I am loving this. Goliath is at that 200-foot mark. Just John's vlogs. How are you? Thanks for coming in tonight, buddy. Yeah, Goliath is at that 200 mark. But yeah, it's nice though, Tony. It's been nice down here. Like I'm glad like that hurricane blew all that heat out.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys were definitely sweltering for a little bit.
A little bit, a lot of bit. Not as bad as it was last year. It lasted longer last year, but I'm happy with it because you know what? The coolness and the Hollow Fest starting at the same time, it led to Halloween in the air and everything. And
Yeah.
so I was good. The first night I went on Friday, I was wearing shorts and then at the end of the night I was like, okay, it's kind of chilly out, and Jess heated the car out, up so much, because she's like a lizard. She needs a heat rock. So it'd be in the middle of the winter and she's outside wearing a zip up sweatshirt, like because it's gonna be cold in the store. I'm like, yeah, here goes the lizard. But Saturday night I was wearing jeans and a hoodie because I was comfortable that way, and for me to break the jeans out was actually surprising.
Covering up the ankles.
Yeah, as she calls it. Yeah, but I'd rather wear shorts all year round, but it was chilly enough where I needed jeans. So, all right.
There was a time here where I wore shorts year round.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
No, I can't either.
The weather went from 90s to like 70s. It was like this. It's
Cop or something.
Yeah, exactly. It went from 90s in the 70s zone, and yeah, exactly. I get where you're coming from with that. Exactly. Sounded like me driving down on the highway, But
yeah, I think it's a good spot.
I think so too. I think so too. So guys, tomorrow night I want to see you all back to talk Hollowfest.
And that's at 9.
8. 8.
A special Two Real Geeks time.
Yep. Holiday special. Holiday special. Start early. Come check
Taste the Hallowfest.
Exactly. Hollowfest special. We're gonna
It's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Bring your questions. Bring everything you guys got. Share it out tomorrow night and for tomorrow. Like I'm about to share it out everywhere myself, and we're gonna get some people in there and see what we're going on. Just remember, guys, I'm bringing the tricks and treats for this stream tomorrow night. So just keep that in mind. Just keep it in mind that there will be tricks and treats. So the trick will be my treat. Let me put it to you that way. So, guys, we are good here. We are going to say that's it, and we are out of here. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
And see you all tomorrow. We out.